welcome back to Cookery with Dr. Hussain. Today I'm going to make some apricot, cherry, pine nut and oat cookies. These are delicious cookies that can be made by anyone in the family, including the little ones, so get them involved and you just literally can play with the dough, they can fiddle around with it and then they just need to put a dollop on the baking tray and they still come out looking fantastic. So it's a real good one for all the family and I hope you enjoy it. And for this recipe you will need 15 apricot, cherry and pine nut oat cookies. You will need 50 grams of dried apricots, 50 grams of glazed cherries, 30 grams of pine nuts, 50 grams of light brown sugar, 80 grams of margarine plus some for greasing. You may use butter if you prefer, 50 grams of plain flour, 100 grams of porridge oats. You'll also need 2 baking trays, approximately 35 times 25 centimetres. I need to preheat the oven to 190 degrees Celsius. This recipe is vegetarian, vegan and dairy-free friendly. First job is to roughly chop your apricots, your cherries and your pine nuts. So if you need an adult to help you with this, make sure you get an adult's help. Cut them into small pieces. They're going to go into cookies, so you want to get a small amount with a biteful. You don't want too much of any one thing, so that sort of size. I'm going to just cut everything to that sort of size.
The dried fruit, nuts and oats in these cookies definitely make them more healthier than traditional cookies. You're getting one of your 5 a day with the dried fruit. The oats will help aid digestion and pine nuts are known to help lower cholesterol.
I'm going to go and wash my knife just before I do the pine nuts because they're very sticky from the glazed cherries. So I'm now going to cut my pine nuts very small, so they just need to be cut into half. And that'll be the right size.
Your next job is to grease the baking trays with a small amount of butter or margarine.
So I have butter or margarine, mine's margarine, in my mixing bowl. Put that on the mixer. I'm going to add my 50 grams of light brown sugar. I'm going to allow that to now mix. The margarine and sugar is now mixed together, so I'm going to add my flour and my oats, which I have put in a bowl together. So I've got 100 grams of oats mixed with 50 grams of flour in here. I'm going to simply start adding it to the mixture. Okay, that's now turning into a dough. That's exactly what you want. Leave that to mix together until it's nice and smooth. That is now nice and smooth, so I'm going to add the cherries and the apricots and the pine nuts. I'm happy that is now all mixed together well, so I'm going to turn it off. And now it's time to get your hands in. So I have my mixture here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it together with my hands. It is quite sticky, and so you want to bring the whole mixture together, and what you want to do is then roll small balls, and this is where it's fun, so you can get the little ones involved. So they're all going to be approximately this side, and you want to roll some balls and then place them individually onto your baking trays, and then we can stick them into the oven. So as you can see, I've got my 15 balls here, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to simply press them down slightly so they're a bit more cookie shaped, and then as they cook they will expand. So it just needs to be pressed down so you can get the little ones involved. Do this. If you're slightly older, you can do all of it yourself. Just get an adult to help you put them in the oven, and then they're going to go straight into the oven.
Carefully place in your preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. Carefully remove from the oven when they are golden brown and allowed to cool on a wire rack. Then simply enjoy.